2 weeks in a row. Come on. Go.
For the podcast?
Yes, go.
Oh. I was unaware. Good
yeah.
afternoon. Welcome back to the Young Bucks podcast. First episode of the new calendar year of the Young Bucks podcast. We made it. A year and one episode now.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling good. Feeling great. I am your host, Chris. It's my co-host, Henry. We're brothers rocking a podcast out of a gym. It's what we do. It's how we do it. We're back and better than ever. We're here. We are thankful that you guys are listening right now and watching. And it's going to be a good, great, awesome, amazing episode. Thank you guys for downloading the last episode. We had a lot of downloads last week. It was very good. Keep doing that. Pause right now. Don't pause yet. Download it. We'll wait.
You don't have to pause the episode to download it.
No, but now we're back. They downloaded it. We're good. Continue to download. It's appreciated. We love it. And yeah, it's good. We're ready. It's the month of May. We're kicking it and ready to go. Month of May blast off. Start the engine. Ready up now.
That's good.
5, 4,
Oh,
3, 2,
still
1.
two. Okay. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay. 2 in a row. How'd it feel?
Good.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Don't get used to it.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
Maybe because it's year 2, I'll start doing it.
But then it looks like it's your podcast.
But it looks like it was yours before.
I know. I liked it better that way.
But, okay, so we did the podcast for a year, and you introduced almost every single one of them.
Yeah.
But now I'm here, and it's year 2. I mean, I was here all along, but it's year 2 now. I feel like the reins should go to the co-host, the secondary host, the other hosts. We are equals.
Yeah.
I'm not inferior. We are equals. And I feel like it's my time to introduce the podcast.
So we should just go alternate back to back weeks.
Years. So next year it's you.
That's too much time in between.
No. Because, hear me out. We're going to start this growth period. Because last year we kind of laid the foundation. We're going to start growing.
Yeah.
And we're going to start getting big people on. So let's say Mr. Beast listens to our podcast. He wants to hear my voice.
How do you know that?
Because.
What's one reason?
I mean, listen to me. Everyone wants to hear me.
We sound the same.
No. We just. Okay. You're starting a candy business or a clothing business. Let's say a clothing business.
Okay.
You're not going to have ugly people model your clothes. Right?
I'm going to let you finish the point.
Right?
Right.
Unattractive people will say, because no one's ugly. So when having a podcast, you want the more attractive voice to pull people in. So if they hear you, in the first year they heard you, they're not going to stay. But they hear me and they're like, oh, they have a podcast.
So what makes your voice so attractive in your mind?
It's new. People heard you the whole first year, and now they want to hear a little bit more of me.
I'm stale.
Yeah. You're old news.
Should we do a poll?
You're the old. Yes, we should do a poll. You are the old rules for the MLB. I am the new rules.
No one watches the MLB, and no one watches this podcast. I'm playing. Okay. That's fine. Looks like we're doing back-to-back weeks. Or alternating weeks.
It looks like we're doing a poll for who gets this year.
Okay. So we'll do a poll.
And whoever wins the poll.
No, this is how it'll go. Either option A, we alternate weeks. Option B, Chris gets it for the year.
Yes.
And we'll put that out there, and we'll see what they say. We'll put it out. No, not every day, because then the same people would vote. We'll put it out one day next week, and whatever that is, we'll do that for the year.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
Deal?
Love that.
Anything else? I mean, it's been a year. It's the next week. A lot of downloads.
Yeah.
The video, we held true. The whole video from last week's and the week before is out on YouTube right now.
Mm-hmm.
Go check it out.
Please.
If you haven't already.
Like and subscribe.
Yes.
After you download this episode.
Yes.
Please download.
Please.
And also, if you see us on Instagram, please go follow us there and then like hit the link on our story to go listen to the episode if you haven't yet.
But they're listening right now.
Tell your friends to go follow us on Instagram and to click the link.
There you go.
Because
like, comment, share, download,
listen.
and subscribe.
And
Okay.
listen.
What is cracking with Chris?
Don't
Are you
forget
ready?
to download the episode. Yes. Welcome back to What is Cracking with Chris. I'm your host, Chris Deering, of this segment of the episode. So today on What's Cracking with Chris, he needs to find his notes.
Prepared. A well-prepared individual.
There we go. Okay. So, what is cracking with me? I am officially done with school. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. It's awesome. It's amazing. I made it. I did it. I'm done. I don't have any more school. I'm out. Peace out, you know?
That's it?
No, that's not it for What's Cracking with Chris.
Oh,
But
dang it.
that is what's done with Chris in school. High school. I'm out. What do I do now? This podcast, apparently. I'm 2 days free. You know?
What happened in these 2 days?
I'm 2 days free of my past life.
Okay,
I'm
you have
letting
been
go.
given way too much power to do the intro, and now you're all in your head about it, and you think you have some sort of swagger to you.
I do. But no. I'm done with school. I'm excited to see what's next in the future. It's kind of this feeling of relief, but also sadness that it's over. I mean, it won't hit until probably after I graduate that I'm done. But it's a new experience, and I'm ready for it. I have an open house that everyone that listens to is invited to.
Yes. If you listen to the podcast, you can come.
Yes.
Open invite.
Yes.
Open house.
But we're not going to tell you where it's at or when it is or what time it's at.
Yeah. Sorry, that one just didn't land.
No. So yeah, I'm done with school.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So the 2 minutes just to say that? Like, that's all you got?
No,
Any-
I have more than that, but I was kind of like expecting like a question from you. or
Well,
something.
anytime I've interjected before it seems like you're done, you're like, well, it's my turn to talk. I don't do this when you talk.
It's true.
So what now that you don't have school, like what are you planning for this week? Like what do you think you're gonna do?
This week, probably work on the podcast a little bit.
Seems like priority one.
See what Dad, I guess, has planned for us. Me, at least, because I'm sure he's got something planned.
Yeah.
And see where the week happens, because I don't have to do anything until June something like it's the third week of June.
Okay.
Done. And I don't want to get a job because I'll only have a job for a week or a month. And it's not very cordial of me.
No.
Because I'd be going in and I'd be having a job with the intent of leaving in a month, you know? So that's not very nice of me.
Sure.
And I don't think they would appreciate that. I don't think I would get hired.
The Young Bucks podcast would appreciate it.
Would appreciate what?
You working for a month.
No. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That one landed.
Yeah, thank you.
And So yeah, what am I doing on that third week of June? Thank you for asking. I got accepted into a construction program. For 8 weeks of my life this summer, I will be partaking in
Not
a good
much.
thank you to the people here. But I'll be partaking in rigorous courses and classes. Not really.
Rigorous.
That will teach me how to construct and different things within that nature of item. And I will be getting paid. It's great. It's my job for the summer, and we'll see what happens after that.
Where do you see that going?
I don't know yet. But foundation. Like we did with the podcast for the first year, foundation.
Yep.
And now we grow. So 8 weeks, foundation. Then we see what happens.
Sure.
What else? What else is cracking with me? What to expect in the future? I don't really know.
Wow. Thank you.
We're not sure yet because got a lot of moving pieces. But once everything's set in, once I'm done with this 8 weeks, I see what happens, see where I can go from there. Because, I guess we'll just get into it. I see construction as an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I can learn, something that I can get into.
Yes.
Something that I can see me being able to provide for my family
Yes.
once having one. But I see people that have worked construction and they're 15 years into their 30-year career and they look like a piece of crap, like poop rained on top of them or something. Like they're all beat up and they don't look friendly. And I'm not saying that like appearance is all that matters to me. I'm not saying that, but they just look like they've worked 60 hours a week for the past 15 years of their life.
Manual labor,
which is good, which is great for them.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're working 60 hours a week, how much of that are you spending with your family?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I kind of want a little bit more freedom with the job I have to be able to go to my kids' games or go hang out, see my children grow, and like when it comes to a family, you know what I mean? Like spend time with my family.
Agreed.
So, I'm not saying it's a bad opportunity. Like I could see myself doing it, but I just don't want to like miss those moments
Yeah.
type of thing.
I agree. I think the same thing as well.
That's kind of why I was a little hesitant to go into it, but I mean, this is just 8 weeks. I'm not going to
Have children growing up in those 8 weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's
Yeah.
just my main concern with it.
I understand the perspective. That's good to have.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of have the same as you.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's what's cracking with Chris.
Oh.
I mean, that's what's cracking with Chris.
Dude.
And that has been what is cracking with Chris.
All right, man.
You ready to get into what's happening with Henry?
Not really, man. Welcome to What's Happening with Henry. And it's been a week. We closed on the house on Wednesday. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Come on. Come on. No. But yeah, it took a week to get listed. More like 7 months, man. What the 1 week? What are you talking about? Chris has a whole stand-up skit written for my career in the last 8 months. And no. But yeah, it took a week to when we listed it to it closing, and it was cash and everything. Like there was a few hiccups, but it actually went very quickly. It's an anomaly an occurrence of the timeline for closing a house. Usually it takes, I mean, if it's like going to be a loan, it takes like 30 days, like anywhere from 3 to 5 weeks.
Sure.
Usually. And so, yeah, this was kind of a unique situation. We were supposed to have another one. I guess I was supposed to have another one on Friday. That fell through. It didn't fall through. It got pushed back again. Originally, this was supposed to close on March 31st.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Man.
A whole month has gone by, and a whole nother month will go by. Hopefully, we can get it sooner.
Man.
But yeah, a lot of learning, a lot of great stuff, good experiences through that. Worked the restaurant job. Didn't do any landscaping this week.
Man.
But I'm thinking I'm going to be doing some of that next week because it'll be nicer. And so, yeah, working the grind. The work is working. We're not making money anymore. So
Ooh.
That's a great place to
Excuse
be. Feel good still about the decision I made to switch and where I've switched to. Things are going great, and I'm really thankful, really happy, really
Bless.
good. Been doing a lot of quiet time in the morning, sometimes at night as well. Trying to go slow, take things, not be in a hurry as much, which actually has given me energy and like perspective as well. Because I feel like that has, in a sense, actually like acting on that has sort of made like Jesus like number one priority. Like if I'm getting up in the morning to do that, and also like from time to time taking time at night to do that as well, like just kind of taking time to slow down and kind of sit in solitude intentionally, that has kind of made everything else like priority 2, if that makes sense, instead of everything being priority 1 and trying to figure out how to like manage all that, which has made having like 3 jobs and like other
No.
I'm just saying, like I do a lot of things.
Yes, you do.
There's a lot of things going on, like including the podcasts, and that's not, like that's just things to do. That's not even including people to spend time with. So like, there's a decent amount going on, and like I was kind of not having that sorted out for a while, but like recently, the last 2 weeks, I've been doing that regularly. I don't know if it's been every day, but majority of the days. And that has really like it's been able to like sort things to where I'm acting more presently than trying to catch up, if that makes sense. Since there's a lot going on, it would be like, oh, I'm like always trying to catch up to the next thing. But it's actually been like I have everything in control and like sort of acting on it in the present, if that makes sense. Like yesterday, I was supposed to work like at 8 and I worked like at 10 or 11. Because they needed me to help close. So like, but I had like the energy to do that, and I didn't, like, the time just kind of went by, if that makes sense. And also, this is something I realized like at the end of the week is like it has made me stop like looking at the clock for like what time it is, if that makes sense. And that is crazy. Like I haven't felt like that in a while, where it's like you don't do things based on the time of the day it is, if that makes sense. It's like, oh, it's just this time. You know what I mean? So that's been cool. Like a great experience so far. I feel like I'm learning more about the Bible. That's been cool. But yeah, that's kind of my week in an overview.
Nice.
Summary.
Very cool.
I'm excited for the podcast this month.
Whiteboard.
Now that you are out of school, we got the whiteboard.
First day out of school, got the whiteboard ready.
You did. Congratulations.
Granted, was I just cleaning the room? Yes.
And just magically found the whiteboard?
Yep. But I got the whiteboard. And then I made our month plan. But they don't know that.
But yeah, life's good, man. I feel like life is really good, and God is good, and I am blessed.
True. True that, homie.
Any rebuttal? Any comment, especially about the real estate and stuff?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Like, what's your initial thought? a reaction.
And you finally selling a house?
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About it.
I mean, other than the fact that it took you 10 months.
It didn't take 10.
Team 10?
No. Terrible segue. Terrible
Okay.
segue. No, but I feel like there's gonna be more to come.
Same.
All right. That's all I have to say for me.
Me too. For you as well.
Draft or SBC?
Uh,
I mean D or SBC?
DSBC. D?
D.
D.
Nah.
SBC?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. You're the control man.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, not that.
Welcome to SBC, where we are going to be being, and seeing different
It's start
items.
bench cut. Start bench cut. We're bringing it back. We did it 2 weeks ago with Kyle.
Right,
We're bringing it back. Long awaited start bench cut. It's been 2 weeks.
It is completely our idea. No one else has ever done this or recommended this to our podcast ever.
Nope. Original idea. We figured take 3 objects, and in similar fashion to like a sports team, you start one being the primary option of the 3, and it may be tough choices. Like they all could deserve the starting role, but you have to choose, and then you have to bench one. They go on the bench. They're still on the team, but they're just not a starter. And then you have to cut one. They're off the team. They're gone. That is start bench cut
Thank you.
in summary.
So, we're going to start off with a common theme of today, a little bit later, with 3 different colors.
Okay.
Okay? So, I need you to start, bench, and cut the colors red, green, and blue.
Ooh.
3 of the iconic colors.
Yes.
3.
Can't say primary.
No. They're the 3 like, oh, you see, you're the most attracted to these 3 colors.
Yes.
Go ahead.
The best 3 gummy. Oh no, Sour Patch
gummy,
Kids.
yes.
The best 3 Sour Patch
That's
Kids.
actually what went through my mind when finding the 3 colors to choose that were the best.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I think I gotta start blue
Okay.
at the top.
All right.
Blue is my favorite color, and
Go you.
yeah. I just like I'm drawn to blue things. So blue, what?
Like?
Like the sky.
Ah.
My phone is blue.
It's true.
Like, I don't know. That's kind of weird to start thinking about. Like
Like, what is blue?
What is blue? If you had to like if someone has never seen the color blue, like how would you describe it?
Exactly.
You can't.
Because you can't describe it without using other colors.
Right. So colors is strictly a sight thing
Yes.
because you can't touch it, you can't hear it. Well, that sounds like blue. That really feels like blue.
Feels like blue. I think there's a science where you can taste colors, and we might have to do it on this show.
How?
Like, you blindfoldedly taste M&Ms. You know?
Because it's just chocolate.
Because
with
that's
the-
just chocolate.
yeah.
And there's a science behind it.
Write it down.
It's in the... Don't have to write down what's up here.
Right. Okay. Next, though, so this is tough. It's more harder to pick which one do I want to bench. Like, if that makes sense.
Fair
Like,
enough.
They're both
They're both high quality colors.
yes. I think I'm gonna bench green.
Yeah.
Actually, I
Yeah.
think I'm benching green, and we're cutting red. Unfortunately,
Man,
but
you're
I
just
think
losing blood.
blood's important.
That is important.
Losing grass.
Grass is important. You lose the
Grass,
sky?
blood, sky. I mean, how do you choose between those 3?
I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah, I'm choosing grass.
Oh, okay.
I mean, what? Green. Yeah, that's my 3. Start blue, bench green, cut red.
So what if we did a start bench cut of Skygrass Blood?
I think we got to start blood.
Okay.
I think we have to start blood because if we
can't cut. Yeah.
Okay. Now we already cut grass, and I think we bench the sky because, I mean, like what is the sky? You can't grab the sky. You like that? Yeah, I know. Let me know when you're back. But yeah, you can't, like the sky, like if you cut the sky, like, are we just seeing space? Is it always clouds?
It's fair. So, what do you choose?
I think we got to bench the sky.
And cut grass?
We cut grass.
All right. That's fair.
I mean,
okay.
it only seems logical to cut grass.
There you go.
All right. Do you want to do the colors?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm starting red. You know, red, it's nice. It's got an appealing look when you see it. I love the color red. Now, it is not my favorite, but I do like it. It appeals to the eyes. Now, I have to choose whether to bench blue and green or cut blue and green.
Well, or blue or green.
No, and so green, I think it's gonna have to be benched.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cut blue.
I think this makes sense.
Yeah?
Like green is like mid.
Green is a mid color. Like you see a freshly cut lawn. It's very nice. It's green.
Yes.
Green pens. Something that appeals, you know, like
It's like weird, but it's cool.
right. But like you always have a blue pen.
Right.
Blue pen's normal.
Yeah.
Green pen. This room, our wall.
We're going to be slowly transitioning away from the topic of pens.
No, this wall.
Yes.
It's green.
Yeah.
It's mid.
It sucks.
But it's better than
terrible.
blue. But it's better than blue. And so yeah, I'm gonna start red. I'm gonna bench blue, and I'm benching green. I'm gonna cut blue.
I'm going to pretend like I followed that, and you can move into your next subject.
Okay, this is an interesting one. You're starting the person that is the worst at their job. Okay, so you have to
Okay.
choose between umpires, basketball refs, and football refs.
So you start the worst.
Yes. Whoever is the worst at their job is getting started. It's you're starting benching and cutting for blowing calls.
I think that
It's tough.
I know.
It's tough.
I think, okay, so here's where I'm going to start. Oh, no, okay, that's a terrible word.
No.
I'm cutting the best ref, right?
Yes.
I'm going to cut basketball.
Okay.
I think I've had more experiences watching baseball where butchered calls.
Very badly.
And here's the thing. Umpires run the
single-
entire game.
Every single time.
So, like, they have the most opportunity to fail. Mm-hmm. But also, NFL refs suck.
They do. They're so
Football
bad.
refs suck.
They are terrible zebras.
But they don't miss calls. I don't think they miss calls as often.
Mm-hmm.
However, the weight of the calls is greater.
It's huge. Massive.
Like, the first one that comes to mind is that, like, Saints
Rams.
when
When he rammed him into the sideline.
Yes. And like I don't remember the exact like, didn't get called, right? Or
Right.
yeah. And I think the baseball ones they don't hold as much weight. So I'm gonna say since the NFL refs have to hold the weight of the call, this is gonna start them, and then bench MLB refs and cut NBA refs.
I think that is very true. I think you summed it up. I think you do have to start the NFL
Yeah.
and bench the MLB, cut NBA refs. I think, granted, umpires, they're always doing stuff, so they're bound to make mistakes. But I mean, those MLB arguments are funny.
Those are hilarious.
They are good. But they're not bad at their jobs.
The umps?
NFL refs are bad at their jobs.
Yeah. They're all fit, though.
So are NBA refs, though, bad at their jobs.
Yeah. Are we cutting MLB? Moving NBA to bench?
No,
I don't think
MLB umps are bad.
Yeah, I don't think NBA misses as
Besides
much.
Scott Foster. So, yeah. Sorry. Now,
I like that one.
Thank
I wasn't sure where it was going, but I think it turned out good.
LOL TBH IDK.
I don't know. To be honest, that's a tough one. It's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
I mean, that even made me laugh out loud. You know. I didn't like how that one went. The follow up, but
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
yeah. To be really honest, I don't even know if I can answer this one.
This is tough. You got some 3 primetime candidates.
So would start be like keep around or use the most, bench. Okay.
Whatever you want. It's your game. Actually, it's mine. But
Okay, I think I'm definitely gonna start. I don't know, or IDK
IDK,
because I believe I used that one the most of the 3.
of course.
Definitely used that one the most of the 3.
You're texting with a girl.
I don't
Always
know
gotta use
anything.
it. Exactly.
So, first of all, we'll start IDK.
Sure.
I think second to bench, we will do LOL. You have the alternative, just laughing emoji that you could
Exactly.
use. Now, granted, with I don't know, there's the shrug,
Sure.
but that's not really in the rotation.
No.
Is
It is for me.
Oh, it is?
Oh, wait, no. The face smack is in the rotation
Oh,
for me.
shaking my head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not this.
yeah. This that that used to be in mine. I don't think I've ever texted TBH. To be honest, like, I'm sorry, I'm not giving TBH any airtime. Definitely cutting that. So yeah,
I'm going to start IDK. Obvious choice. Great
All right.
pick. Has a lot of potential.
I don't know about that one.
What?
What?
About the potential? Well, the potential, actually, I think no, it did go over my head. Yes, it did. Now you made me lose my train of thought.
Sorry.
So, IDK, it did have great potential, but now it is in its prime. You know, it was like Giannis,
Yeah.
trash at the beginning of his career, and he worked his way up
Yeah.
and is now MVP candidate. I mean, he was MVP, but now is just MVP candidate. And he just lost in the first round. IDK did. But he's still starting. I'm going to have to bench TVH
Interesting choice.
for the sole purpose that I hate reading LOL.
Okay.
Reading LOL is the least thing, because no one's actually laughing out loud.
Lol.
It is the most piece of crap like response you could give. Seeing that little like stick, a little circle and a little stick next to it, just makes me want to chuck my phone into the TV.
Breaking 2 electronic items at once.
Yes. Or like chuck my cup into the wall type of thing.
Okay.
So it's not that TBH is a good emoji, whatever it's called,
It's
but
the lesser of the two.
the lesser of the two. Also because the laughing emoji exists. Great point.
Thank you.
My phone buzzed. And now the last one. Franchises.
Okay.
Celtics, Lakers, Warriors. All in the news right now. Because they're all playing.
Okay. Overall, historic franchises? What? News?
Yeah. No,
Sports news?
No. No. Never.
Drama?
Although the game is starting. No, it's not. Not for another 2 hours.
Oh, okay. I think we're gonna start. So this is just like history, like all the players.
I mean, yeah. When I was thinking of it, I was like, we could do like historic franchises, and then I was like, Lakers, Celtics, and Bulls. But then I was like, nah, we don't need to do Bulls because the Warriors are in the playoffs right now. The Bulls didn't make the playoffs, so they're all popping right now.
Sure. Okay. So that's the, like, just the brand. Like when you think of that, we're starting mentioning and cutting what we think of.
Sure. Just the franchise to you.
The franchise to me. I think I'm gonna. I don't know really. I don't. Okay. First of all, I don't really have strong opinions. The strongest opinion that I have is when LeBron was on the Cavs. I hated the Warriors. Now I don't. I appreciate it for what it is. I think Steph Curry's really great. And so yeah, I don't have any strong opinions. I think I'm gonna start Boston. When I was coming up in watching the NBA, one of my favorite times was when Isaiah Thomas was a Celtic, and I really, really enjoyed those teams.
Amen.
I loved Isaiah Thomas.
Amen.
Left-handed. I mean, he
5'9"
was
midget.
Yeah, he was short. We don't say the M word. No, I'm just kidding.
Excuse me.
People take that word very seriously.
Oh, I know.
I didn't know this.
It's crazy.
It is wild.
Short King stand up.
So yeah, Isaiah Thomas. I really loved those teams. I like the Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum duo. I'm not like I enjoy watching those teams. I don't like. I think some people hate the Celtics. A lot of people hate the Celtics. I think you even hate the Celtics. But I enjoy those teams. Thinking of like the Kevin Garnett era, I didn't watch too heavily then, so I don't know too much before that time. I mean I do know about the Bill Russell and then the Larry Bird and then like those teams, but didn't watch those obviously.
Fair.
Lakers. I think I'm gonna bench the Lakers for Kobe's time around that time. Like I got to watch Kobe. Then granted it was the end of his career, but yeah, I think I'm gonna bench the Lakers. And like I enjoyed watching LeBron and Anthony Davis from time to time. And I really like D'Angelo Russell, and that's kind of where he started out. And that's kind of when I started liking his game. He's back there now. It's pretty cool, full circle. And then I think I'm going to cut the Warriors.
Yeah.
Not out of like
Spite.
despise, but I mean a little bit. I definitely strongly disliked them at the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Cavs, Warriors rivalry.
Who didn't?
Bandwagons.
Oh, yeah.
But
I hate that was the first time that I heard about bandwagons. It's where they kind of started.
Yeah.
And just like hated them.
Yeah.
That's the reason I hated the Warriors, is because of the bandwagons.
Yeah, I think that like when you heard the opinions of those, because there's like people coming out of like nowhere, like no basketball care in the world.
Like people are like, "Who's Wardell?" And like they're like, "What? It's Steph Curry."
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I just didn't like really relate to. I never had that.
Did you ever see those videos where it was like catching fake fans in public?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
Oh, okay. That was like when that started becoming popular. It was around Golden State time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, shout out to him. I definitely respect it. It's hard to comprehend like the KD championships when it's like there's just no shot anybody is beating that fully healthy team.
No.
So like
Impossible.
from the sense of like thinking about like the Raptors championship, the Bucks championship, even the Warriors championship last year, is like those are like well fought for championships. The other ones, You know what I mean? It's like, so as a fan of, I don't know, like
The
it's
NBA.
hard to, yeah, as a fan of the NBA, fan of basketball, fan of sports, it's hard to like celebrate something that's like, it wasn't necessarily earned. But I do think it was cool, like from the perspective of like, I know the management, so the offseason beforehand, Draymond's extension was there. And I remember so I don't know what this was, 30 for 30 or something. Draymond, like when they offered him the extension, they say, if you take this, we'll have this much cap space the next offseason. Kevin Durant's a free agent. So he took that money. He took a lot less. I don't know how much less, but he took less than he could have so then they had the opportunity for KD.
To bring
So
Kevin.
I think the structure of like Bob Myers and Joe Lacob, the owner, like how they did all that, fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
Basketball side, not as fascinating. So I'm cutting the words.
Oh, forgot that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll probably start the Lakers franchise-wise. They're chilling. Shout out to LeBron. I mean, did you ever drink water before?
Nope.
Nice. Oh, I was just making sure you didn't spill any more.
Yes.
Making sure I didn't startle you with my words while you're drinking any water. But you think basketball, you think of like LeBron James, you think of Kobe, you think of Magic, you think of like Kareem. I mean, obviously you think of Jordan, but I'm trying to say some Lakers greats, and just like the identity they've created to be basketball is very nice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't, like the Lakers are the Lakers.
Yeah.
No getting around it. For that reason alone, they are basketball. Then you move to the Clippers, the Celtics, who I am. The
Clippers are nowhere near this conversation.
Actually, when I was making the list for, I wrote the Clippers on accident to the Celtics. I was like, wait, what are the Clippers doing there? And then I was like, oh, it's the Celtics.
We would obviously be starting the Clippers.
Yes. Celtics are getting benched. I mean, you mentioned John Havlicek, Sam Jones,
Oh.
Kevin McHale.
Freaking Danny Ainge.
Danny Ainge, just like all these greats, immatchable. Besides the Lakers,
Right.
and then I just have to cut the Warriors. I mean, I grew up in the time era where everybody loved them, and it just brought the hate towards them. For me, I was happy to see them win last year, but as far as this year's concerned, I would like to see them rot, and never win another game in this entire playoffs. But I was thinking about it because you know how when the conference finals start every year, they're like, this person could get there first, and yada yada. You know,
Yeah.
like because when it was like Trae Young, Giannis, Paul George, and Chris Paul,
Yeah.
like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, they could do like Tatum or Embiid. And then you could have like Jimmy, and then like the entire Knicks roster. And
Randall,
and
Brunson.
then you could do like Chris Paul still, Devin Booker, or like Jokic. Then I was like, well, who on the Lakers? And I was like, oh, they're competing for 5. Curry could
LeBron.
get his 5th, and Bron could get his 5th.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's crazy.
It is pretty
what
sweet.
what they've been able to do.
D'Angelo could get his first.
Yeah, but okay.
I know what you mean. Aaron Gordon.
AG.
Nuggets. Jokic had 30, 17, and 17 the other night.
Like that.
Crazy.
He's that. I cannot say that.
So the most important series right now is Boston versus Philly for us
For
in
the
our-
challenge.
in our bracket.
For the challenge.
Yes, for our challenge.
So this game at 3:30 could decide everything.
Yes. Celtics are up 2-1. Did not even pay attention to anything. I didn't even look at the stats of the last game. They won it.
I think it was 114-102.
Okay, so it was decently close. The one before they won by 30, 40.
Yes.
We watched most of that.
First half.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you, they just need to not play Joel. Let Harden cook. He'll get him that game back.
Yeah. I don't know. See,
I have the Sixers winning. Henry has the
thank you. Good job.
other team winning, and
The Celtics.
no, the other team. And so pretty much that's all we need to win. If this is the only series that matters, because if I win the series, then I pretty much win the jersey.
Yes. Well, the Phoenix Suns, though.
Right. But
That's the other
they're about to go down
caveats.
3-1 tonight.
maybe. The Suns are down 2-1, and that's my champion. But they can, if they get out and the Celtics win, I'm good.
You win.
I'm good. But if Philly wins, I definitely need the Suns to win.
Unless we're counting how many games the series goes for teams we don't have in it.
That we're not doing that.
We're not doing that
No.
for sure?
Yes.
Like, there's no way.
Right.
Okay.
Are you talking
We're not?
about Knicks and the Heat?
Yeah. Like,
Like if that goes 5 games,
Yeah.
like you said it would.
Yes.
But I also said it would.
Right. So we'd both get a point.
But we're not doing that.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So
Unless the Knicks win.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so let's talk about other options. So you're talking about Miami and Knicks are 2-1.
Yes.
Miami looks amazing.
So good. Could not have been beat last night. The fact that I'm just going to take the reins here. The fact that they only lost by like 4 and it should have been 1 because of that one shot that should have counted, or should have been 2-point game, and then that would have changed how it was coached and how to foul and whatnot.
Sure. Without Jimmy.
Without Jimmy, thank you, is crazy. Max Strus turned into whoever, and Gabe Vincent turned into Gabe Vincent, and they kind of just went off, and it was great to watch. Great game. And, then Jimmy slayed. I hate to use that word because of how it's used in, like, our world now, but he was so good.
Yeah.
He was-
I unfortunately didn't get to watch.
Yeah, me neither.
What?
I didn't watch the game.
Last night?
Yeah, I was helping. I was doing stuff around the house. Did I make it seem like I watched?
Yeah. I mean, you just talked about it like you watched. Did you watch the highlights? You looked at the box score.
For the sake of this podcast, I watched the highlights.
If we're talking off air, though.
Definitely did not watch the highlights.
You know, Jimmy slayed.
Because I looked at the first half stats.
Oh, okay.
But I did not watch the game, nor did I see the highlights, nor did I even look at the box score afterward. Saw the final score.
So you wanted to take the reins on a game you didn't even watch.
Young
That's
Bucks podcast
crazy.
exposed.
Chris exposed. No more introductions for you.
Stop. Nah, bro. I cannot.
Okay, stop right there for you, man. Saying Slade and then talking like that, man.
But,
No.
yeah.
Okay. And then Lakers.
We need
Warriors.
to make that clip, bro. That has to be made a clip.
Lakers Warriors is going on. Lakers won by 30 last night.
Mm-hmm.
I came home and this the game, I was expecting Chris to be watching the game, and he's not. He's in our room. 2 beds.
I'm in our room. Same room, different beds.
He's in the room
Our room.
and
In my bed.
in his bed saying I was like, so you're not watching the game? And he was like, I'm going to no. He said, I'm getting ready for bed. I was like, why aren't you watching the game? He's like, I'm getting ready for bed.
Dude, I was not that aggressive.
Yes, you were. You were so mad.
Dude, I promise you I was not.
Yes.
You may have thought I was mad. I did not care whatsoever.
You were talking like I just ruined your day.
It's just how you perceive things. I guess.
All right.
But, nah. It was funny because Henry was like, you not watching the game? I was like, well, I'm getting ready for bed. He's like, what? I was like, I'm not getting ready for bed. I'm getting ready for bed. He's like, what? I'm like, I'm getting ready for bed.
No, it did not go like
Yes,
that.
that's
I did not
exactly
say
how it
what.
went.
I was just confused as to why you weren't watching it.
And I told you because I was getting ready for bed.
But that doesn't explain why it is Lakers Warriors game 3. LeBron Curry. There's just so much that I feel would intrigue you.
Because they were up by 30.
Okay. Why didn't you just say that?
But because I was getting ready for bed.
Okay. All right. Not hostile at all. So good to see. I don't know. Any other playoff
Nope.
things?
No.
Me neither.
Good.
All right. Go for it.
For what?
You're running the show.
I know I am. Just needed to hear you say it. Welcome to the draft portion of this episode.
Man.
What?
Not okay, go ahead.
We're back with the draft. Hopefully you guys like it. We're here. What are we drafting today, Henry?
The color red. Shout
Things
out Cardi.
that are the color red. Love it. Who's going first?
You.
Okay.
Are we just doing back and forth?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, with the first overall pick in this magnificent draft that we have today, I'm taking the queen, the ladybug.
Okay.
The ladybug is my first overall pick in the color red draft. You can't beat the ladybug, you know?
We are gonna have to give you a survey later after this episode.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. The ladybug is red. It is polka dot, but it is red. And you can't get much better than a ladybug, you know?
No.
When you're thinking about the color red, immediately go to the ladybug. Passing it off to you.
With my first overall pick,
Ladybug will be leading my team to victory.
okay.
She's my captain. She's my queen.
So, are we doing like with my first overall pick, or just should I say with the second pick?
You can do it however you feel.
With the second pick in the draft, I will be taking the box of extra toasty Cheez-Its.
Okay. That's an interesting one.
Yes.
It's a little early for that one, I thought. But, I mean, however
didn't-
you feel comfortable leading your team into victory.
I just didn't want to see it go
Yeah.
before I had the chance to take it,
That's fair. That's a
sometimes you just have to take position of need
yes.
more than talent, right?
Right. And you need that position. So naturally after that, I'm taking Little Red Riding Hood. Skipping over to Grandma's house. Hop, skipping a jump, you know? The children's tale book. It's she's great, you know?
Right, yeah. It's valid.
The queen is going to be taking most of like the heat from the woman side of things, and so I just need that secondary woman to make sure my players are fed.
Is the ladybug referred to as queen somewhere?
No. That's just me.
Oh, okay.
That's how that's how I see her.
Okay. All right. No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So I think with the fourth overall pick in the draft, I gotta go with my boy Clifford, big red dog. He's gonna man the paint. He's gonna take care of business.
Yeah.
You got a lot of size, got a lot of length. Clifford.
I think this player arguably could have been taken first overall, but I mean, you think of this series and you just think of this guy, the Red Power Ranger.
Oh man.
For all series.
Wow.
It just like you're looking at the board and you're like, how did he fall? And
Honestly.
And I'm like, yes, he did. And he fell right into my lap.
I should have looked. I was looking at the mock drafts, and everybody had him over to extra toasty box, and I should have listened.
You should have.
But
and thankfully, he fell all the way down to me.
Mm-hmm. So excellent pick.
Thank you.
Excellent pick. I think now is proper time to take YouTube in its entirety.
Okay.
everything that it means and is
And stands for.
and looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that enough?
Yep.
I mean, I'm taking a pick that has a little bit of sentiment to me. If you know me, I was born in July,
Sure.
and I'm a big July guy. And July guys have this attraction to rubies,
All right.
the stone, because it's our birthstone. The month of July is the ruby stone. And so with my sentimental pick, rubies, you ain't going to mess with the queen when she got rubies.
It seems like you have a theme for your team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Protect the queen at all costs.
Okay. With the 8th overall pick in the draft,
Sure.
I'm going to be selecting Terrence, the red Angry Bird.
Yes. The massive one.
The big red Angry Bird.
Great pick.
Yes.
You got a lot of size to your squad.
I know. We have a lot of size. That's kind of what we were going through entering the draft. Once I
Mhm.
noticed that we lost out on red Power Ranger,
Mhm.
obviously a lot of speed and agility there.
Yeah, no kidding.
I feel like we can make up for that with our size
Mhm.
and box of Cheez-Its.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what else did we take?
Clifford.
No.
YouTube.
YouTube, yes.
Yeah.
Another big company
Yeah.
and logo. Should have a lot of support there.
I'm between two right now.
Naturally.
There are two picks that could go right here. And based off your last pick, I need to combat that with some size of my own.
Right.
And who's bigger than Santa Claus?
Okay.
Santa Claus, probably the steal right here. I mean, Red Power Ranger, definitely number one steal of the draft, but this right here is a very good pick for me. I'm feeling very promising young talent out of the draft.
Well, actually, he's kind of old for, draft standard. He's been around for a while.
Yeah.
Surprised he hasn't gone in previous drafts.
Yeah, me too.
Just being the draft pool and everything, but
Yeah.
I mean, now's a good time as ever to take him.
right. I think
He's only getting older.
10 out of 10 pick. Explanation from you right there. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, yeah, I can from an outsider's perspective, I can really,
Dig
see
deep.
see the positives.
Yeah. Go for it.
Optimist. With the last pick in the draft, when you're in a game, it's kind of down to the wire. Team's up. You need to stop.
Yeah.
So we're going with the stop sign.
It's a nice 8-sided, like it's got 8 sides of the game. It could
Right.
really impact the floor on, and everybody knows when it's there.
People just look at it and they stop.
right.
right?
And the people that like don't do that,
I mean, when someone's like driving in the lane, right?
Sure.
They're driving.
Yeah.
Their only natural inclination is to stop.
Right. But to that point, I mean, I'm not trying to get off the rails or anything, but we're drafting the color red, right?
Yeah.
And so when people see red when they drive, they stop.
Sure.
So technically, when they see my whole team, they're going to stop.
No, not necessarily.
Why not?
I mean, well, you've seen red on the side of the road and have it stop just because it's red,
It's true. Mm-hmm.
So, however, if it says stop,
You're going to stop.
right. So, run through your squad real quick. We'll review. And then I'll do the same for me.
Starting with the queen, the ladybug, followed up by Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah.
Then I had to move into the Red Power Ranger because
Feel sorry for him.
naturally, rubies, the stone, and Santa Claus.
Okay.
My red draft.
Yes. I got extra toasty Cheez-It box. Clifford, the red dog.
Dang it.
Big red dog, right?
Yeah.
Always forgetting pick number 3. Who was it? YouTube, right. Yeah. How could I forget? Thank you, YouTube, for having us today, by the way. Number 4 is Terrence, Big Red Angry Bird. And number 5 is the stop sign.
I did have one pick that I wanted to take, but never got around to it, unfortunately.
Got left out? Who was it?
One half of the holiday Christmas.
What is the holiday Christmas?
The holiday of Christmas?
One half?
I'll be selecting one half of it because the other half is green.
Oh.
One half is red.
See, that kind of went over my head anyway, so I think it's probably good you left it on the board.
I didn't draft it. It was on my board. But
Yeah. No, it totally makes sense.
I feel like, completely forgot though.
Yeah.
Missed opportunities.
Truly.
Probably going to shine in G.
Yeah.
Or on another team, whatever team he gets drafted to.
Yeah.
Feels bad.
Well, it's only up for the people to decide who won the draft.
Yeah. For sure. Check out the Instagram story later in the week.
Yep. Speaking of stop signs, I think it's time to stop this episode.
Oh, love that. And thank you guys for listening. Thank you for listening on a Monday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday.
Thank you for watching on a Tuesday.
Morning, noon, or night. Gym, driving, or walking. We thank you.
Appreciate everybody. Please download the episode right here. We're not stopping the episode yet, but download. We're going to give you some time to download while we do this outro. Please download the episode. Thank you guys
and goodbye
for listening, watching, reacting, viewing, and subscribing. Appreciate it. Bye.
Peace.
Download the episode. Bye.